Warm welcome to E! Online. Today a very informative episode is on the way. Everyone have knowledge of atomic bomb and its side effects. Every country have wished to atomic power, but is so costly that every country could not afford this. Also, all countries are not allowed to do so by United Nations, but some of them countries have done this hard work for their safety. Today in this video I will explain which countries are atomic power and world.wh was it happened. Before telling you this best info, I request you to subscribe and like this. So let's start. Number 1. United States. The United States was the first country to develop and use nuclear weapons during World War II. It conducted its first nuclear test in 1945 and has since maintained a significant nuclear arsenal. The US is also a signatory of the NPT and has engaged in arms control negotiations with other nuclear-armed states. Number 2. Russia, formerly Soviet Union. Russia, as the successor state to the Soviet Union, inherited its nuclear arsenal. It conducted its first nuclear test in 1949 and has since maintained a significant nuclear arsenal. Russia is also a signatory of the NPT and has engaged in arms control negotiations with the US and other countries. Number 3. United Kingdom. The United Kingdom conducted its first nuclear test in 1952 and is one of the 5 recognized nuclear weapon states under the NPT. It maintains a relatively small nuclear arsenal and has participated in international efforts towards disarmament. At number 4 is France. France conducted its first nuclear test in 1960 and is also one of the 5 recognized nuclear weapon states under the NPT. France has a policy of maintaining an independent nuclear deterrent and has participated in arms control efforts. Number 5. China. China conducted its first nuclear test in 1964 and is also a recognized nuclear weapon state under the NPT. China maintains a relatively small nuclear arsenal and has a policy of no first use of nuclear weapons. Number 6. India. India conducted its first nuclear test in 1974 and is not a signatory of the NPT. India has a policy of minimum deterrence and has engaged in arms control negotiations with Pakistan and China. Number. Pakistan. Pakistan conducted its first nuclear test in 1998 and is not a signatory of the NPT. Pakistan has a policy of minimum deterrence and has engaged in arms control negotiations with India. And at last, number 8. North Korea. North Korea conducted its first nuclear test in 2006, unverified, and has since conducted several more tests, despite condemnation and sanctions from the international community. North Korea's nuclear program has been a source of significant concern, and diplomatic efforts to denuclearize the Korean peninsula continue. It's important to note that nuclear weapons pose significant global security challenges, and efforts towards disarmament, non-proliferation, and arms control continue to be important priorities for the international community.